come back, boss.
And he gets the same treatment.
Let's get away from these drunks. Let's go someplace and get a drink.
Like maybe 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll drink all night, you and me together. Thanks very much. Thank you. And now I'd like to do an impression that I shouldn't do because, well, a lot of comics and impressionists do this particular impression, but I like to do it because people expect it from me because I'm told I look so much like him. So right now I'd like to do my impression of Barry Fitzgerald. Now I'm going to do James Cagney, but instead of doing the impression, I'd like to show you how Cagney became a star. See, Cagney was unknown for a long time. Then he was cast in a movie as a waiter in a nightclub. During a certain scene, a well-known actress took out a cigarette. Cagney ran over to her, struck a match, and offered her a light. What happened was the cameras were rolling, and our actress took her cigarette out just a little bit too soon. Cagney ran over to her, struck the match, offered the light. She was a little bit temperamental. She wouldn't take the light from Cagney until she had delivered her entire speech. So poor Cagney had to wait and became a star. You dirty rat! Aha! Thank you. Wow, what a great group. Hiya, Fred.
I told you, Jerry. Dane?
Fred, don't. Huh?
I warned you, son.
Stopping to get over. You! Over the side with that. Now get up and get over there.
You all right, Jerry? All right, Scorpio, what's the story?
This two-bit comic works at my place. He's coming back.
That's up to him. He asked me for a job, I gave it to him.
He's already got a job.
You got a contract with him?
I don't need a contract.
Then you don't need a two-bit comic.
He works for me, Lucky. Or he doesn't work anyplace. Get that, son?
He works for me, Fred, and he gets my protection.
That's tough for you.
You know, I could end this whole thing with one little finger.
You heard what I said?
Scorpio, if you lay one hand on my comic or cause him any trouble, I want to take you, your joint, and your boys apart.
And not necessarily in that order.
May I say something?
Shut up. I want you to take the next launch ashore. If I ever catch you on my boat again, you'll swim ashore.
I'm warning you, Lucky. Musco is my comic.
You heard the man. Move.
Let's go, boys.
Thanks a lot, boss.
Thinks nothing of it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for any $1 million attraction.
Scorpio's a real tough cookie. He's got a lot of repressed hostilities, you know.
Repressed? What, in your mind?
Hey, did you like that, huh? Huh? Was that good? You heard the man, didn't you? Move. Just like in the late show.
Yeah, it's a good thing you had a gun, that's all.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm never without it.
Well, Jerry's right about one thing. Scorpio's tough, all right. Andamo, tell Maggie I'll be in my office. I'll meet you there.
Right.
Come on, Jerry.
You all right?
Sure, I packed him in at Scorpio's, and he paid me good, too, but... Well...
Jerry, when we booked you in here, you said you couldn't go on working for Scorpio. Why?
Same reason nobody ever builds a pad on a volcano. You never know when things are going to blow, and you don't want to be around when it does.
Well, maybe you better stay on board for a while. If Scorpio had the nerve to follow you out here, there's no telling what he might do on shore.
Oh, I can't do that, Lucky. I got a wife ashore.
Why can't Maggie go get her and bring her out?
I'll be glad to.
Sometimes she gets seasick.
We're not going anyplace.
She gets seasick on bridges.
All right, we'll keep her off the bridge.
It's safer this way, Jerry. Maggie will be there in an hour.
Yeah, she couldn't pack it compact in an hour.
I'll take care of it, Chum.
Listen, Lucky, I think maybe we better bring the police in on this. You know how stuffy that Rovacs can get.
This is between you and me and Scorpio. It's purely business. He might as well know now that we can be just as rough as he can.
I said you're coming with us. Well, why don't you make it easy on yourself and come along?
Where's Jerry?
You'll see Jerry soon enough. If Jerry's smart. You want us to help you, lady? Get rid of them.
Who is it?
It's Maggie, Mrs. Musco.
Who?
Frank Rutherford. Your husband sent me for you. I'm supposed to take you to the Fortuna.
Tell her to beat it.
Go away. I'm not going with you.
Of course you're coming with me. Now let me in.
Please go away. I can't go with you.
All right. I can wait out here as long as you wait in there.
Isn't that Shank Rutherford Dame Lucky's girl? Yeah, it could be at that. Well, let her in. What's the matter with you? Open the door.
Very idea, not wanting to join your husband. What kind of a girl are you? Anyway? Mr. Scorpio, you're getting yourself into all kinds of trouble.
You don't say.
When my husband finds out about this, he'll...
Your husband is going to find out about this. That's the whole idea.
Lucky will have the law down on you so fast.
I hope not.
That would be very unethical. Yes. And we might have to have you scragged.
Scragged? That means killed.
But that's up to your husband. Now, am I asking too much? I'm just giving him a chance to get his old job back.
For an employment agency, you have very unusual methods.
Give me the marine operator, please. Yacht Fortuna?
You should have at least heard from him by now.
It's my wife, I told you. I've known her to take an hour to get from one room to another.
It's a woman. Now, you know women. She's got to fix her face.
What could be so wrong with her face that would take this long? I think I'll call her. Lucky's. Oh, yes, Mrs. Musco. For you.
The star, isn't that you, Jane? They've got her.
Tell him not to call the law or else. Just tell him I got a contract ready for him to sign. And he either signs or he's a widower.
Jerry, Scorby says you have to sign a contract.
Hey, where are you, baby? Can you tell me? Okay.
Yeah? Oh, Maggie.
They mean business, Lucky. You better have Jerry sign.
Well, just answer yes or no. Do I know where they're holding you?
Yes, I know, but...
Scorby's place?
That's right. You can get another act.
Baby, it's a big place. Can you tell me where?
Jerry drinks too much anyway. Don't cause any trouble, Lucky. You better let Jerry out of his deal.
All right, that's enough.
What do you mean my husband drinks too much?
Aren't you going to call the police?
You're the one who told me how tough Scorby was. If the police barge in there, the ratio of men to women around here is going to take a sudden climb.
Does he really drink that much?
No. She was telling me they were in the bar. In the bar? Scorby wouldn't be that foolish. Jerry, do you know where Scorby keeps his liquor?
He's got a wine cellar right underneath the building. That's right. He keeps his good stuff there.
Near the back entrance?
I don't know. Top of the bill, you know. I always went in through the front door. You're not going to crash in there and break him out of there, are you?
You've got a beef against him, so have I.
He's got my wife in there.
Yeah, well, he's got our girlfriend.
Well, what if we get killed?
We won't if we're careful.
Hey, look, I'm a comic, not a hero. Well, what if I get killed?
Well, that's showbiz.
Hey, listen, you don't think Scorpio heard them, do you?
Well, in the old days, he used to be delivery man for the syndicate.
What did he deliver?
People. And little concrete packages. Times have changed, but I don't think Scorby has.
Well, maybe Scorby's got a point. I don't know. If a guy digs my humor that much that he's going to go to all this trouble to get me to come back, why don't I just go and do it? It would solve everything.
Jerry, you give in to him now, you've committed yourself to a lifetime deal.
Besides, he's got Maggie. I don't trust him.
Oh, what are we going to do then? Sure, there are plenty of wives around, but I like mine.
Look, do you think if you meet with Scorby, you could make him believe you're really scared?
Absolutely.
Good. There's a phone booth up at the corner. I want you to call him and tell him you're going to make a deal.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that the only way?
No. What's your idea?
Well, where'd you say that phone booth was?
Ah. Now you're making sense, Jerry. I'll meet you at my office in 15 minutes. Oh, just one more thing, son. If you get cute with me, you're going to have some extra expenses. They tell me funerals come high now. Well, Mrs. Musco, looks as if you'll be going home shortly.
No, what about me?
Now, there's something else again. You know, your man pushed us around a bit when we went to his club. I didn't like that. I'll have to think about it for a while.
Did you ever hear about the Lindbergh Law?
So who's flying? Dave?
Huh?
He says he's going to kill her if I try anything, okay?
Well, you're not going to try anything. We are.
You just be a nice, calm comic and do what Scorby says. Okay? wine cellar.
Yeah, there's a light on.
Yeah, Mother must be waiting up for us.
Sit down.
Just stretching my legs.
What for? They're too long already.
You stole that from my husband.
Ah, shut up. I could sure use a drink.
You came to the right place.
That Scorpio would kill me.
Hey, this is pretty fancy grape juice you've got here.
This is a pretty classy joint.
She sees us. How do we get in?
The back door. Jerry must be going in by now. Let's get a move on.
Paper clip. I always carry one. You never know when you're gonna find some paper.
You forgot the canary.
The what?
Well, if I signed this, you own me, my wife, my car, and my pad. What have you got against my canary?
Pretty good contract, huh? I told my lawyer I didn't want it to have any holes.
Hasn't even got any pores.
You don't want to sign it?
I didn't say that.
Jerry's son, don't worry about what the contract says. That's just a formality.
Isn't there something that says a contract like this doesn't stand up if it's signed under duress?
Say, you know the law, don't you? Son, you can take that little piece of paper into court anytime you want. Only you'll have trouble talking with cement in your throat. Need a pen?
I got one. Okay, I'll sign, Mr. Scorpio. I didn't want to be a first-class citizen anyway. Only I want to see my wife.
Oh, your wife's okay.
Well, I want to see for myself.
If Mr. Scorpio says your wife's all right, she's okay.
Well, let me see her, huh?
Now lay off the rough stuff. You want to spoil our relationship? Go bring her up here, and don't lose her.
Okay, boss. But you're easy.
There, you see? I'm easy to deal with.
Keep your voice down. You won't get hurt.
How'd you guys get in here?
We bribed a cop.
We're going inside with you. And don't get cute if they start asking questions before the door's open.
There's nobody in there but the dames.
Oh? Not even Mr. Fowler and friend?
Mind you heard the man move.
Who is it? Dame.
All right, don't be foolish.
Everybody up. Over to here. Come on, move. All of you. Get over there.
Where have you been?
All right, now slow. Put the hardware on the table.
You all right, Mrs. Musco?
Yes.
What about me?
Don't be silly. Who could hurt you?
Is that a way to talk to someone as helpless and sweet and innocent as little Maggie?
What's that?
What's what?
Up.
What's wrong?
You're gonna tell me. Move.
Rope. Gang, the rope.
My cellar.
You've ruined it.
The best cellar in the whole country. Why, I ran some of this stuff in myself during Prohibition.
Take it easy, Scorby. Your customers probably can't tell the difference anyhow.
My customers? Let them drink paint thinner. This was my cellar. I could kill you for this.
You all right?
Yeah, well, thanks very much. As you can see, last night I was a real big hit, too.
Oh, maybe we should keep it in as part of the act, you know?
And don't you think that's tearing it a bit?
Oh, no. Sort of fits in.
And tonight I'm going to do some really beat-up impressions for you. I'd say rather than do the impressions, I'd like to tell you about my impressions. How I happened to get them. You see, they weren't studied things, they were accidents. Maybe I said something that sounded like the time I did Brando. I saw Brando in a movie and I thought, how great. And in the movie, he had a scene in the taxi cab, which everybody remembers. Supposing Hollywood was a little bit careless and instead of casting Brando in this role, Hollywood cast somebody like Boris Karloff. It would have come out like this. No, Charles, no. Remember that night at the graveyard, Charles? I could have scared everybody to life. You don't understand, Charles. I don't want to be ordinary. I want to be a vampire, not just an old monster, Charles. No. Charles? You're not listening to me, Charles. Boom. End of the scene.